Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you something that I did at the very beginning of when I joined the planner community. I've always used a planner, especially in school. Like, we weren't forced to use a planner, but like it was highly encouraged, and I actually used mine. And so anyways, I say that because once I joined the planner community, I had no idea that you could decorate or washi tape or stickerify a planner. And I'm like, that sounds amazing to me. And over the years, I've learned that my style is, my style, of course. Everyone does their own systematic planner set up the way they want to, and it's taken me since 2014, so I guess obviously over 10 years, about 11 years to get this system going to where I like it. Now, I did buy some dividers because I feel like I'm the type of person that I need a divider for everything. I don't like mixing the subjects. For instance, if I have my health section, I don't want to mix my health section with my fitness section. It just doesn't make sense to me. And you'll kind of see that when I flip through my planner a little bit. This morning I got an order from OK Plans, and I loved it. Like, I was filming a video to show you how I set up my planner key, because I am exclusively using her stickers to I'm just using her stickers, and they're the only icon stickers that I want to use from now on. I discovered her when I was searching on Etsy for gold foil mini stickers, and oh my gosh, her name to her shop popped up. Here's a little card. It says OK Plans and Stationery. On the back it has her her handles. So I haven't even followed her on Instagram yet because it's just been so crazy over here. So I'm gonna go do that later. But yes, I am using only her icon stickers. Now, I'll tell you why. The reason is because I've noticed differences across different shops, right? You can't sell the same stickers, the same size, the same color, all that stuff. You gotta be unique. And I got tired of, wanting to support, I want to support everybody, but let's be realistic. If you find a sticker from a company that you really like, why would you change it? I'm a creature of habit. I don't much like changing things that are working. So without further ado, like, I could talk on and on and on and on about, me liking her stickers, but like, let me show you them, okay? So while I scoot this back just a bit, scoot this forward. Oh, we're living on the edge. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm going to open my planner. You've already seen the inside, I don't know how many times, but it's still there. There's still a charm. It is what it is. It's very nice. All right, so let me go ahead and go over my dividers. Let me move this real quick. Hang on. Get some room over here. Okay, so I have a divider for notes, which has a lot of the stickers I use to build up my my skeleton of a planner, right? So there's that. Then I have, oh no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The first divider is focus. I might change that because it doesn't really match what's in here. Focus on what? All the stickers? I don't know, guys. Y'all help me. Okay, so focus is not going to be in my planner anymore. I need to think about what I want this section of the planner to be, because obviously it holds my stickers, right? And my page flags. So, well, I'm going to think about that. Until then, let's continue. Here is my notes. And I have more stickers, okay? I have an inspirational card that I got from Planner Press called Rise Above. And I love it because every time I look at it and I'm thinking, you know, not good thoughts, or I'm having a bad day, rise above it. Just do it, okay? Okay, now I understand it's hard to do that when you're depressed and anxious and you feel like the world is on top of you. I would know I struggle with those things. But saying rise above just means picking yourself up. And if it means playing within your planner, do it. Like, why are we afraid to play in our planner? More importantly, why are we afraid to show it off? I used to be so afraid to show off my planner because I just had a few bad experiences. Like, people are like, who cares? Well, not you, so GTFO. But I'm getting too animated, guys. I'm like vibing over here. So I'm gonna keep going. All right, so this is my note section. When I get on the phone and I talk to people, I write down a little note here, okay? And here are my stickers to use to kind of like edge out planner stuff, or edge out details of like events and stuff. So maybe I'll go through all of that in another video. I just wanted to explain what each section is about. But like, if I go through stickers in every video, oh my God, it's gonna be hours long. Oh, I lost a little paper clip. Okay, so this is a notes. And this was the key that I was working on this morning. And the video stopped. And I don't know if I want to post it, but I'll go ahead and go through it. So I have a sticker key icon. Let's see, sticker key icon sheet that tells me what I use the little mini icons from. Again, these icons are from OK Plans. So for the car, I use the car to run errands, or if the car is in the shop. The tooth is for cleaning, whitening, and a procedure. The stethoscope is doctor appointment, lab work, notate sickness, you know, things like that. The gift box is to remind me to buy a gift, or birthdays, whatever. The money sign is for when I have paydays. And my husband, I like to notate his paydays too. And then if I have transfers between our accounts. The credit cards are the bank, and then bill dues, like different bills that are due. The house is for rent due and also to clean. The little shoe is for wellness and workout. The glasses are for reading and studying. The thumbtack is to do tasks, and TBD, to be dated tasks. The file folder, which I think is so cute, is for my work files, organization of documents, and submitting them. I have a bank sticker, which I'm going to use it to notate when I work. I have a laptop sticker for work files, organization, and printing materials. And then I have a little bitty alarm, which is so cute. And I'm going to use that for meetings and setting alarms. So that was the project I was working on this morning, and I thought it came out really well. So those are all the stickers I got from OK Plans, and I plan to go and check out the shop again to see if there's more stickers that I can get that will help me stay organized. So we'll see. All right, so now that we have those stickers and you've seen the OK Plans set up for the stickers. I'm going to keep continuing. So this is, remember, this is our note section. Okay. Then I have my health section. And here's those little bitty alarm clock stickers. So I use these pockets, if you can see. Hang on. I use these pockets to hold all of my stickers. And let me show you. Here's another pocket, like the credit card pocket, and then the same pocket on this one. So I love using the pockets here and stuffing my stickers or whatever I need. All right, so I keep track of my pounds lost. I haven't lately because I messed up. No. I'm gonna rephrase that. I did not mess up. I just had a setback. So when the time's right, I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna just print out a new one, restart, because I don't want to keep seeing this, right? That's not where we're at right now. So yes, I had a setback on the 17th of last month, and I'm gonna do my best to get back on. So here's that section for my health. Then I have a section for my medication, and I'm not gonna show you the medication section just because, like, it's weird, right? I don't know. Anyways, I did do something that I do want to show you because I made my own insert for this. So give me a second. I'm gonna, let's see. Okay. I think I can turn it. Okay. Oh, nope. Hang on. Okay. So I made a graphic organizer. I have the medication that I take for the year of 2025. I have a doctor that prescribed me the medication, the reason for taking it. Let's see. And then I have all the, hang on, let me move. Then I have all the months, and I check it off once I refill it for each month. So like for January, I checked it off, all of it. And you'll see that there were times that I didn't need to refill it, you know, because I had some left or whatever. I did go ahead and do June. I need to work on July. We're still having some come in. I have a time to take. So I have the blue is the AM, and the green is the PM. So again, there's more of my color coding because it just stands out more. All right, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna flip this back actually. Take the paper out, move this back. All right. Okay. I'm gonna show you another section that I have in my health section. And again, I made this. Hang on one second. I made this myself because I just needed the information. Like, I am such a I'm starting to forget things. Not like in a dementia way, but like, there's just so much going on. And if I don't write it down or take a picture or whatever, I don't know where that information goes. It just flies out the window. All right, enough of that. Okay, so we saw the medication tracker. Now here is my my PT tracker. And again, I made this. And I'm just gonna zoom in. Okay, I am in love with that washi combination. So cute. Okay, anyways. So I have my visit dates. So these are all the dates that I have to go and get myself fixed up. Visit dates, visit times, duration, visit type, and then training therapist. Okay, so that's how it's set up. Let's see here, what's next? I have another paper where they just printed it out, and it's the same thing, only this is cuter, so I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, that's what I have in my, oh you can't see me. There we go. That's what I have in my health section. Okay. All right. Next, we have my fitness section. Here I have a focus board that I did that I really, really liked. And I was really into wanting to start my wellness journey routine and whatnot. But then my feet got so swollen that I had to like stop trying to force something out of that. You know, I can always pick it up. I can white out all these dates or the months, you know, it is whatever. What I like about this is that it keeps me centered on my goals. It helps me align with what the doctors want me to do and what I want to do. You know, I obviously want to work on myself. You know, I am somebody that can't just sit here and not work on myself. It's just, if I don't work on myself, my conditions are going to get worse, you know, and it makes sense. If you're a smoker all your life, you're going to have a hard time at the end of your life. So anyways, I don't want to preach. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to tell you that this focus board means a lot to me. Okay. So, it's so cute. Okay, we're done. Moving on. I have this it's not little, but I have this 7-day no equipment workout plan with wall support. And this is what I wanted to do at the end of the other month, at the end of June, right here. I got this from an app that I was using, which I'm sad that I paid for it because I don't think I'll get to use it for a while. But anyways, this looked like a good, you can't even see it, Jenny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, we were talking about this one. This is from the app. Let's see if I remember. I don't. Oh, there it is. Lasta. That's what the app is called. Now, can Jenny do that? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do different things that are, you know, that I'm capable of doing. So there's that from the app Lasta. Then I have this chair yoga exercises. And I've done these in the morning, and I am amazed with how I feel right after. I don't know if it's the thought of me being productive before I start my day is what gets me going, but it feels good. So I can still do those in the morning. And then this was my 20-minute low impact workout to torch belly fat. So I can't do this yet. Notice how I said yet. I love that word because it means that I'm actively working on getting there. I just can't do that yet. So anyways, moving on. I have a personal divider section with nothing in it. So I'm going to rethink that divider section. I'm not going to just put stuff in here just for the sake of it because, as you know, my planner is like a chunky girl and she does not need extra chunk. So if she can stand it. So we're going to go to the inspiration board. And I found these awesome little, what do you call it? Like lists, okay? So this is from Ordinary and Happy. And the title is called Simple Reset Ideas for Days There's a Lot Going On. Now this one was very handy that day. I was very just out of it. So let's see here So for this one, it says get organized. So it says make a prioritized to-do list. And then it says active, dance to your favorite songs. It's just, I love this. It's not a website. Well, it may be a website, but I love this community. I don't know. Because they have so many awesome ideas about what to do when you're in a rut or you're bored. or you need this and that. So here's ideas to help you prioritize yourself a little more. So maybe you're giving, and now you're just giving to yourself. Kind words to tell yourself when you feel anxious. I definitely need that. Let's see here. What else did I print out? And I like to print these out on photo paper, mostly because I have a ton of photo paper and I don't really take photos, but that may change. Here's some creative things you can do. Yeah, so I like that, having that in my inspiration board. Then here's my organization for my planner. Again, I like to organize my planner almost daily, because if it doesn't work for me that day, why am I going to use it? I'm going to set it aside and maybe kick it to the curb. So anyways, so here are my dividers that I came up with, and then here are the OK Planner stickers, icon stickers that I got. I'm going to go back in and see if I can get some more of their stickers. Then I have an affirmation challenge, which I keep saying I'm going to do it, and whatever, I need to just do it and shut up about it, because if I don't do it, then it's like, why have it in my planner? Anyways, next section is routine. Here I have my AM and PM routine. You know, when I get up, getting water, eating breakfast, taking my medication, planning out my day. Now this was an insert I had when I was working as a teacher. So it's going to change, okay? I'm keeping it in here to remind myself to update it. So I'm going to grab a sticky note, and I'm going to use this color because I hardly ever use it. I'm going to write a sticky note, and it's going to say, where's my sparkly wannabe pencil pen? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to say update to reflect new job schedule, which is going to be fun once I figure that out. And I won't know that schedule for a while because the first 4 weeks is just training. So I'll have a temporary training routine. All right, so there's that routine. Then I have a chair yoga exercise routine because I really like the chair yoga. It is at my level. It's perfect. And I just wanted to be extra and write it all out. That way, if I'm out of town or if I'm on my lunch break, I could easily just do my chair yoga in my cubicle. No one can look at me. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that there. But you get what I'm saying. If I'm gone, I still have this. Then I have self-love activities, and I was really into doing these after I discovered I had bipolar, and everything was a roller coaster for like years. I came up with these types of self-love activities using the internet and, you know, stuff that I've seen and resources and all that stuff. So I have daily routines like dancing, singing, playing with my dog Cookie. I had self-care, going for a walk, which is so hard for me to do right now. Journaling for 15 minutes, digital cleanse, clearing my inbox. I have a hard time doing that. Organizing my phone apps, and then positivity. I used to love wearing my positive shirts when I went to meetings. Back when I was going through my mental health crisis, you know, I love positive talk. Like, I'm the type of person that if you tell me something negative, I'm not gonna I wouldn't say feed into it, because like, how do I want to say this? Let's just say I like to make sure that my brain doesn't rot from all the negativity. And if it does, then I need help with it. So this is where I go if I need help with self-love. Because if I'm not, doing self-love to myself by either walking away or telling the person, you know what, I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to talk about this, like let's set a boundary, or whatever, then I can go here. Just because I never want to be that person to cut somebody off and say, oh my God, you're so negative, please shut up. I never want to do that because I know I get negative too. All right. So I want to support my loved one, and I want the same in return. And sometimes you just need extra help. So this is why I created my self-love activities, so I don't get too drained. And if I do get drained, I can use one of these to get back up. All right, so that's it for that. For work, I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to set it up in a way that I'm actually going to use it, but I have no idea because I'm not working yet. So what I have in this section is just what I would think I would need. So I have my stickers. Here are some of the OK Plan stickers. I have a thumb. What is this? Thumbtack? Ah! I stuck the stickers. All right, so we have our thumbtack. So cute. Our laptop. Our file folder. Another file folder. And the bank, which is what I said I was going to use for work. And then I have my Apple stickers for when I'm studying. I have these decorative stars, but they're kind of in the wrong place, so I'm going to put them right there so I can file them where they need to go. Then I have this from XOXO Prints, and I like the calendar. Like if I had a whole calendar of these stickers, if I had a whole page of the calendar sticker, that would be great. So I'm just using the rest of these, but moving forward, like I said, I'm only going to be try to be using these stickers from OK Plans, just so it's consistent and matching. All right, then I have this little page flag thing, and I just cut it. Or I didn't cut it. I didn't cut this one. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Then I have these colors. These are beautiful colors. And I picked this color palette based on this picture. So I have this picture that inspired me that this section's going to be like purples. And in the middle it says take risks, which is what I'm doing because I've never been in the type of career that I'm going into, and it's a little scary, but like I like challenges, and I want to keep that mindset. Next, I have this pocket I got from Type A of Alexa, or I'm sorry, and I printed out this little picture of a quote that I love. It says, "Have the courage to touch the butt." And then at the end, you have the anchor and you have Finding Nemo. So this is supposed to kind of represent that. And I just love it. And I want to put it in my cubicle wall when I get there. I have this folder, so I'm going to just keep that in there. And then throughout, I probably won't print anything out until I start working really. But my goal is to have like a cubicle that's decorated and makes me want to be there. I have this today page marker. It says, if you're tired, if you're tired, do it tired, from Planner Press. I love that. That speaks to me because, you know, it's positive, it's negative, it's cynical, it's all that stuff. It's sassy, and I just like it. Like if I were to read that to myself, this is how I would say, if you're tired, do it tired. You know, I would have that sassiness with myself. Then I have this, let's call it a work color key. So I have a bunch of highlighter colors that I'm going to use to highlight due dates, anything and everything related to the job. So I'm keeping this in handy, and I love this bookmark. I got it from a dear old planner friend, and I miss her, and I hope she's doing good. Unfortunately, she doesn't sell these anymore. The last time I checked, her name was Renee, but she's still out there, and I think of her. Hi, Renee. But she made these for me, and they are so thick. They've lasted for a long time, and this was my favorite print, was the rainbow colors. All right, next I have what do you call this? Notebook paper printed on a photo paper, and I have table of contents. So yes, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I wanted to have a table of contents in the section of my workplace. Then I have these meeting notes, and they are from St. Posh. So you have the topic at the beginning, the date, the time, the location, who was present. What does that say? Who was presenting, who was present, all that stuff. Then here you have the main points, the little notes, and the action steps. Love the action steps because I don't know about you, but I love going to meetings. There is a purpose in meetings. Yes, sometimes it sucks. Yes, it's draining. Yes. But it's like, you need to get something out of it. You need to be able to do your job, whatever it was. And so I like creating my actions right here. And then on the back, it gives you more notes. So I like that. So I have a couple of those. And then I have these checklists that I use for when I make my weekly checklists. And they are from Infinite Lotus 8 Lotus. That's how you spell that out. I think it's cute. Then I have some notes about who I'm working for, and information about how I can contact HR and all that stuff. And then I have graph paper. And then I have more of these checkout stickers. Next, I have lists. Here is my list. Okay, here is my sticker label for the week. Okay, this is our week. We're currently on Tuesday. After I film this, I'm gonna start checking off and doing some of the work on here. Now, I can already tell you, I am not cleaning the car. I keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it off. And there's a reason. It's too hot outside. I don't want to clean the car. Another thing I don't want to do is do lab work, okay? I need to, but I need to get on my medicine routine before I do it, because I got off of it for whatever reason. So I'll be crossing some of these things out. I really need to do my July calendar sync. And yeah, so this is this week's. And then I paper clipped all of the past weeks. And I'll keep them until the end of the month, maybe. Or I'll transfer them to another planner. I don't know. There's been some, I write notes on these. And so sometimes, like for this one, there it is. I wrote a note, and maybe I want to go back to it. I don't know. But anyways, paper clipped together. Then I have my calendar section. And up here, I have these pockets again. I love these pockets. And this is going to be my appointments section. So I have the doctor appointments with this, with that. I have dentist appointments, cleanings, whitenings, and then I have these, which I didn't put on my color key, but I'm gonna find a use for them. Like love, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure why I bought those, to be honest. So anyways, there's the top, and then on the bottom, we have more financial. So we have paydays, bills due, auto shop, or run errands. No. In the monthly planner, it would be like auto shop. Like if I have an appointment to get new tires or whatever. Then I have presents for keeping track of birthdays. Then I have houses to keep track of rent, when rent is due. Now, I do use, you remember, let's see if I can find it. Hang on. You'll remember that when I did my color code, I had multiple things for one type of sticker. And so when I look at the house, the top one is rent due, but then I have cleaning, okay? That's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes I use the same sticker for multiple different reasons, and it works. I don't know how. It kind of sounds confusing, but it works. Then I have my inserts from G Papeterie. I love these inserts, guys. Like, they make my life peaceful. And I've been using her inserts for a long time. I don't remember when. I mean, I'm sure I can like dig it up because I bought it on Etsy. But I can show you what it looked like. So, hang on. So here was my June page. Loved how colorful it came out. That's just me color coordinating from the picture. Like I pick out colors so I can put washi tape that matches the colors. And then I have my color code. I have my little quote that inspires me. And then there's one on the picture that says, "There's beauty in simplicity." I don't know if this is simplicity for you or anyone else, but it is for me. It is. Because I came up with what it means. Like I have the key to the code of what it's doing. And it's not that hard, you know. I just have a systematic way of thinking. And this to me is perfection. Then there's a calendar key. All right, so this was June. Let's see what was before this. I think it was just the next year. Here was a week that I did on June 2025. And I tried to use the habits tracker. And I tried to use the shopping list tracker as workout goals. And it failed. I wrote in one of my permanent markers that this is a test because I wanted to see if it would bleed through, and a little bit, it did. My favorite thing of these inserts is I can make it into whatever I want, right? And you'll see that. I covered the shopping list, made it into a goals list. I have a little secret thing that I forgot to, I didn't forget, I just never put something in there. And then like if I were to pick one thing that I would never want to give up in my planner would be my affirmations, and it would look just like that. I have Friday missing and Saturday. I have Sunday. I don't know what happened with Friday and Saturday. I guess they just, I don't know. Anyways, so this was that week. Then we came up to this week, and this was when I was in the toilet. I was bed rotting. I didn't forget, but I wasn't taking care of myself, like basic needs or drinking water or eating correctly. I was just in the dumps because I had to resign from my teaching job, which meant that I had to walk away from the education career because of my disability, my mobility. I have a mobility issue, among others. But the main reason why I left the teaching career is because I love the littles. It was the kindergarten and pre-K was where I was at. But of course, you got to be active with them. Of course, you got to, think on your feet, be ready to go run after a kid. And I can't do that. So, and I didn't want to teach higher grades because I taught third grade, and it was fun. Loved the kids. They were great, but I just can't. So I made the tough decision to walk away. And this is this reminds me of that feeling. And I was trying so hard with my quotes to pull me out of that depression, but it's just been hard, guys. You know how it is. This is the week I rediscovered my planner. I used different techniques. I covered up the habits and chores in a way that reminded me that to never quit on yourself. And then I have gratitude changes everything. And then, I don't know, it's so inspiring to me. This was when I was manic. Can you tell? I can tell, because I had a lot going on. I had to keep going, I had to keep moving, and I got everything done, but it was a very exhausting week after all was said and done. But you can tell that my spirits were high, and so I like seeing this week to remind me of who I am as a person. And even if I am struggling or going through it, I know that I can make it, right? I like this affirmation on a Monday. Love Mondays. It says, I am and always will be enough. And when I was sitting in that HR meeting, it felt like I wasn't enough for them. And you know what? That's okay. But I am enough for myself. So I don't want to get too sentimental or drag out the past, but like I want you to know my side of how I feel and why I love color and why I love glitter and why I love charms and simple things, because it lifts my spirits. So there is that. And then over here in this section, week 26, I calmed it down a little bit, but you can still see that I was actively trying to dig my way out of that toilet that I put myself in. And I wasn't in bed rotting and doing whatever. I was actually up doing errands and cleaning and all that stuff. So this was another positive week. And then this was last week. I really didn't have anything to write down. So it was a chill week. Very, very chill. And I like that. Sometimes you just need to like simmer down, you know. I had 2 weeks of like manicness and roller coasterness and anxiety and all that stuff. And I did the best I could trying to get through it. So I'm over it. Not like, girl, I'm over this. No, like I'm over that feeling. All right. Here's the new inserts that I got from G Papeterie. I love how she changed this. Like, this is amazing. What I did was I used this to plan out our move. And you'll see all the colors that I have for color coding. So the kitchen is orange, the garage, if we get one, which I hope we get, will be green, pantry will be dark green, master bedroom will be purple. So my plan is to write down the name of where each box is going and then not color it, but like write it in that color. And then I'm going to print out some handouts that have the kitchen labeled. So with the kitchen label, it'll be orange and it'll say kitchen. And, you know, I'm just trying to make it easy on me because I don't want to go hunting down for boxes. I don't want to be in the closet with a kitchen box. That's just ridiculous. You know, I want it to be easier on me because I'm going to have a lot to do. And again, I don't have quite the healthiest mobility right now, but I'm going to get it done with my husband and some friends and some family. And we're just so excited. All right, flipping over. Here is my July. Now I started first I picked out the colors that I wanted in the washi. I think that's good. I worked a little bit more on my color coding. I worked on when bills are due, and then the week that I'm moving on the 22nd, I washed it. I notated it with washi, And oh my goodness, it's bleeding. All right, I need to be careful with bleeding markers. Okay. So yeah, I need to finish syncing my calendar because things have shifted, things have changed. And yeah, there's that. This is this week's. Okay, now this looks like it could be a depressing Jenny, but it's really not. I'm just, I guess I'm having a chill week again. And I'm okay. I'm not going to just write down random stuff just to make it look like I'm busy. No. If I'm not busy, if I'm not doing anything, let's say on Thursday, I'm going to be like rest and relax. Today, this morning, right now, I'm doing admin work, like checking mail and all that stuff. And then I'm organizing my planner, which is what we're doing now. So this is this week. And after I get done filming this video, I'm going to go back and enter the stuff that I need to have in here. And then those are the rest of the weeks. And then, of course, I had to decorate August. And again, I picked the colors from, you can tell that I like rainbow, right? And so far, all the colors have been rainbow, so it hasn't been too hard to pick out colors. But there's when I start my job, August 4th, so stinking excited. And then the rest is just the rest of the year. I think that was September. Oh, no, it ends in September, and then I'll put the rest of the year in there. So, wow, that was a lot. I have a lot going on in this planner. I am using it to the best of my abilities, and it's working. Like, it's keeping me on track. It's making me want to do stuff. One of the things I like is that I don't have that itch to go to a different planner. You know, A5 size is where I'm at. 6 ring size is where I'm at. I used to be like a, what do you call it? A planner hopper, where every time the new planners would come out, I would be like, I want that planner too. But for what? I don't know. I didn't think it through. But you get excited when you get a new planner, and I love how I invested in this planner. It's the Louis Vuitton Avene planner, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I have no idea. You know, I love that I'm using it the way I want to. Like, these are pens that I love. Like, everything is going to be okay. And then so that's a pen, and you can see, oh, excuse me. You can see that I poked a hole through it. And I was scared at first, I admit it, just because this agenda does not, like, it is not cheap at all. But I figured if I'm going to keep using it, and I want it to represent me, why not make it my own? So it's just, it is what it is, and I love it. I love everything about my planner. So yeah, that is the end of the planner story for now. I probably will change things around again, and I'll do another planner video, but this is what I'm going into July with, is this setup, and I love it. So let me just finish off by saying thank you so much for coming to my channel. I know I make long ass videos, and I know my voice is like, it is what it is, right? But I appreciate you guys even trying to watch, and you know, and all that stuff. It makes me happy that I have that I can have something creative that I can work on, and it's something that organizes me, keeps me straight. It makes me feel like I'm confident in knowing what I'm doing and all that stuff. And that's just from a planner, right? How can a planner do all that stuff? It's the effort that you put into it. And so I put a lot of effort into mine and making sure that it makes sense with my brain. I don't have, 3 planners to fit each needs. Like I don't have a health planner. I do have a journal. That's different though. It's not a planner. It's just, throwing up my thoughts on paper using glitter and all that stuff. But my point is that I'm very into my system. I'm very into, like, you could say I have planner peace. And that makes me feel good after 11 years of trying to find it. And honestly, back then, I was just following the trends. And I'm not doing that anymore, because what happens when you just follow the trends is you get things like, let's see here. I had a sticker clean out this morning, and look at all the unused stickers I have, and it's sad, and it's sad to me because that's a lot of money to be paying and they're not even using. So I'm gonna be very intentional with my stickers from now on. I'm not gonna get anything that I'm not using. I'm gonna stick with what's working, and if it's not working, I will look at it and try to fix it. But like having all these stickers that I don't use makes me sad. And of course I can't throw it away. I can't throw away this. So again, that's why I went and got all those icon stickers from OK Plans, because she knows what I'm talking about. That store knows what I'm talking about. And I'm into just icons, right? But Jenny, these are icons too. Yeah, but they're not icons that I use, right? My goal is to get stickers that are like the icons are the same size, same color, all that stuff. I want it to be flush. So anyways, I could go on and on and on. We already hit, let's see, what time? Woo, 52 minutes. I feel like we got through a lot though. Like, it was a meaningful conversation for me to have with myself, because it reinforces the idea of why I plan. It reinforces the idea of how planning helps me when I'm not in the best mindset. I'm very open and honest with my mental wellness. And yeah, thank you for hanging in there with me. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything. I will do my best to respond and answer. All right, guys, y'all have a good rest of the week. I know it's only Tuesday, but tomorrow is Wednesday, which is hump day. So we're getting through it. So hang in there. Kick ass, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.